Good morning, evening, or afternoon, everybody. It's Kaghoe coming at you with another video. And it has been a very long time since I've done one of these, but today I wanted to do the best ways to make gold in Phase 7. With a lot of new players coming back, a lot of people need gold, and gold is very inflated here on SOD, but it works, if that makes sense. Like, we're at a higher level, is way higher than Classic, but it's sort of like a late TBC Wrath economy that has taken place as terms of numbers, but it's still very easy to make the gold to get in, you know? Like, what used to be 100 gold is now 1,000 gold, to give you an example and compare it to, like, Era or Anniversary if you're playing over there. But anyway, without further ado, let's get into the video. So the number one thing, and this will be a massive gold maker starting tomorrow, and probably the best use of your tarnished undermine reels if you have an excess amount of them. And this is mainly for the people who have been playing the game, have been raiding, have been participating in the previous phases. And that is going to be taking your tarnished undermine reels. So if you have 150 of them, I'll get them today. We'll hit 150 after I do my Karazhan run. And then these Karazhan curios, you will get tarnished undermine reels return in the curios. So you take your 150 and you go to the Booty Bay, and there will be a new box called War-Torn boxes. I'd imagine they drop tomorrow, since they didn't drop on Tuesday, but they were on the PTR, and I highlighted those in the video. But it'll be very big to go there and get those War-Torn scraps, because every single class will need 108 War-Torn supply scraps. So that is what it takes to get your entire tier set, pending they don't change it. I don't know if any changes have gone live, but to my knowledge, no tier 3 changes have gone live. So it'll take 108 scraps for every single player to get their full tier 3 set. And with the Sanctified and just the AQ gear, it's statistically the best gear. Like, I think most classes will end up using quite a lot of their tier 3 set, even if they don't need past the 6 set. But it'll give people a reason to farm that, as well as you will also get other mats. They seem to be the same loot table as the current supply crates, except for the idols and the scarabs are swapped out for War-Torn scraps from my PTR testing. So you also make a ton of gold getting the herbs, getting the other materials that people are going to need to get as well. But that is the number one source, and it's going to drop tomorrow when the servers come up. So be ready for that, and good luck with your boxes. The next one is going to be for those that did not play Phase 6 and onward, they introduced a whole new level of consumables here. So, an example, they upgraded Elixir of the Mongoose. So this is the new Mongoose. It gives 30 agility and 2% critical chance, as well as 15 nature res, which the nature res isn't going to be used at Nax, but the point is it is a better 1 hour consumable. And what it takes is a whole new material list. So it does take Mountain Silver Sage, which is old world mats. However, it also takes Hive Thistle and Karaji Stalker Venom. Karaji Stalker Venom just drops off of bugs, but Hive Thistle is herbed in Silithus and around and in the raids. So it is important to note that you could come here to AQ and Silithus and farm out these mats. So you just kill bugs, skin them, and you have an herbalism. Since professions really don't matter right now, the only profession that actually matters is alchemy for the mildly irradiated rejuvenation potion, because it is technically the only combat potion still. However, this is a phase 2 Nomergon consumable, so you're using your pot there, and it increases your attack power and spell power, but it is the only combat consumable in the game, and it is the only profession that you need for a buff. So you could definitely have a character be Urban Alch, and you could go out there and get those new materials, farm them. There are a wide variety of them. The flasks also use like monstrous chitin, so you will want to skinning is really nice with that too. The attack power flask, also really big, is ancient sandworm bile, so you can kill sandworms there as well, which is nice because it also gives you sandworm meat, which you can cook for food. The next thing, and this is still my primary source of income, is passively doing Salt Shaker and Mooncloth. So as you guys, if you've been following the channel, you know that I took all my alts that were like level 30, level 31, and I leveled them all to 41 back when it required 41 in Phase 3, and leveled them all up with tailoring and leatherworking to print cured rugged hide as well as mooncloth every 3 to 4 days. Now this has become important again because with tier 3 gear, everyone is going to need a bunch of mooncloth. Casters need 21 pieces of mooncloth, I believe, and cured rugged hide is used in all the other tiers. Not as much as mooncloth, but it is still used. So while mooncloth and rugged leather are made in multiples here on SOD, like you'll make 3 to 5 I think every time you do it, it still is a very high sought after resource, and it'll be worth to spin up the mooncloth and salt shaker machine again for me if you need to do it. But if you're someone who quit the game, had a ton of alts, you can sit there and level the professions up and they'll pay for themselves pretty quickly with making that rugged leather and mooncloth. And still, this is the best place to go because it has a mailbox and a moon well, and you're actually safe from the guards here. There's a little moonwell right there, so all my 41s are just logged off right here at that, right by the flight master in that moonwell there. So really awesome stuff. It's a nice way to get passive income, and it makes use out of all of your characters that have just sort of, if you're not playing them, if they're anyone that it's now level 35, you don't even have to get to 31, but it makes a nice use out of all those characters and what you can do with them. The next one I want to talk about is going to be the war effort materials, specifically runecloth bandages and rugged leather. So those are the best 2 turn-ins that everyone is going to want to use. People are always going to need their rating world buffs. I personally have I do it as a guild effort, so like I tell people to send me their runecloth bandages, go farm runecloth, and then we use these to make the we use these to get the world buffs for people to use and drop them in raids. So this is what I use them for, and I have turned it into a guild effort personally, instead of me just buying it all, processing the loot, and just never-ending cycle of that. However, a lot of people do just simply buy them all and do that process. They don't focus the guild wide for it, but it gives you something that you can do, and it allows people to do it. And runecloth bandages as well as rugged leather are by far the best, most efficient way to do this. I have tried around with the fishing and cooking. I have tried to do other things, and it's actually one of the things I hope they would change is if make all the quests here be value of 10 combinations, so then it gives people a more diverse economy and more things that people can go farm. Because if everything is available for the same amount of combinations, then it really doesn't bottleneck everyone to rugged leather and runecloth bandages. They're just the 2 easiest ones that give the most rewards, like they value your time the most. And then so like we can look right here, and this is 10 rugged leather, gives you 10 combinations. Whereas if we look at heavy leather, this would give you 10 for the very first turn-in, but subsequent turn-ins do not do that. So as you can see, I've done runecloth bandages and rugged leather, and then you come, if you need the world buffs, this is the guy that you buy the world buffs, so people need 50 of those. So it takes 700 runecloth bandages and 350 rugged leather to get a set of world buffs. So very important that you guys know that, and that is why you need to go and get them. Then the next one is bone fragments and dark iron scraps. So as I covered in the insignia and crusader of insignias of the crusade video, you came over here and you had these quests, the superior armaments of the dawn, and you have epic armaments of the dawn. So as you can see, as you look at the top here, it says 7 insignias of the dawn and 7 insignias of the crusade, or the 45-45 one. So everyone has been doing the 7 of 7 one because it gives you this nice, amazing 30 slot supply bag here, which is phenomenal. I wish they removed the unique there, because I would absolutely go and buy 4 of these puppies, because 30 slot bag is insane. We just have so much consumables, so much loot, so many gear sets that we're carrying. It's a pain in the butt, like, to carry it all. So I love this 30 slot bag. It has been game changing for me. And so if people aren't going for the hard mode week 1 or doing Nax to a high degree and they don't need their sanctified piece, people will need the bag. So you could go and farm 350 bone fragments or 350 dark iron scraps. Both of those are the best 2 currencies to farm because they're the easiest to get and people are already doing them. So you can go and sell them on the AH. I will go here and show you exactly what they are and what they are going for, just so you know I am for real with those. So dark iron scraps, And as you can see, 60 silver per, but these are really easy to get. And then we also have bone fragments here, which are selling at 2 gold per, and everyone needs 350 of them. So as you can see, 350 times 2, obviously 700 gold right there for bone fragments. So it is a big investment. It costs quite a lot of gold, and people are going to need it. So you can do the math there and figure out you can make thousands just by doing it. Shamans and a few other classes, pretty much any tank class can solo Skullomance as well as Strathome, and they are getting a ton of bone fragments by doing that. Then if you are really truly down bad and you really need gold, one of the awesome things that they added in phase 4 was the eruption event here, and as you can see, all these dailies right here, every single one of these is giving about 5 gold to do, and you can earn about 50 gold in about 10 to 15 minutes. It's even easier now with phase 6 next year. I haven't gone out here and done them, but you can earn that gold just by doing the daily loop real quick, and it takes about 10-15 minutes, and you can do it on as many characters as you want. That is just a pure, easy, simple, raw gold to make. If you don't have professions, you don't want to farm things, you don't want to go out there and do these things, that is another way to get it. But that is a wide variety of things. We have questing, we have mob grinding, we have passive income with the Mooncloth, you have the war effort mats if you just simply want to kill things and skin some rugged leather. There are just so many awesome ways to make gold in Season of Discovery, so wide variety, covering a wide variety of professions. That was the goal with this video. So I truly hope you enjoyed all these options. If you think I missed any, if you think there's any cool lucrative ways you'd like to add, definitely drop it down below in the comments. And until next time, I'll see you later. Hope you have a great day. Bye-bye. Hey, you. Yes, you. Are you still there? Well, I appreciate you for taking the time to watch this entire video and making it to the end here. If you enjoyed this video, definitely check out the other videos about World of Warcraft listed in these playlists down below. And thank you again. Have a great day. Bye-bye.